Hello everybody, welcome back to another CLK Smash Bros. Tutorial. In this video, I'll be covering the differences between every Smash game we have available at the Smash Club, which are PM, so Project Melee, Smash 4, and Melee itself, which is what you're watching over my brother playing. So I'll be mostly using Melee as my referral point. So when I compare it, I'll be saying if it's different, I'll be saying, I don't know, higher physics will be different or not. Just think about when I refer Melee as the center thing I'm comparing it to. However, PM is the Project M or PM is the main game we're going to be playing at the club during tournaments, all that sort of thing, as noticed in the Arcadian. So let's begin. I'll be starting with PM. So in PM, characters are buffed and nerfed to make up for either an excess or a lack of power. Buffing means made stronger, nerfing means to be made weaker. Because sometimes, in Melee at least, there is a somewhat large discrepancy between power levels of every character. So like Fox, considered by many to be the best character in the game, while Kirby is considered to be the worst. And in PM, they readjust it so that make Fox a little more balanced and Kirby a better character overall. Another one, larger character roster. In PM, there's a combination between Brawl's and Melee's character roster. So expect to see characters you've never seen before in Brawl, and some returning ones from Melee, because again, it is a mod. Movesets can be either drastically, slightly, or not changed at all in PM or Melee, depending on which character you're playing. For example, Samus, while her moves in fire form are consistent, they are the same. And she has a new thing called Ice Mode, where her moveset can somewhat change. Rob has a different recovery, and while usually characters in Melee are not changed that much, some of them are changed to compensate, like Ness or Peach in slight ways. Character weight classes can be different. While in Melee it is somewhat consistent that everybody follows at a same speed, in PM it is more exaggerated that Ness is meant to be a floaty and is a floaty, while in Melee he is while in PM he's slightly heavier, but it can't be comboed as easily. So you can't be comboed as easily. So take that into consideration on kill moves and kill percentages in Melee and PM. Bugs can be fixed to either be more consistent or less consistent. An example of that is Falco's down throw. Before in Melee, if you down throw Fox with Falco, you can simply walk out of it, nearly denying Falco any follow-up. However, in PM, they change that and remove that to allow Fox to have more consistent and better follow-up, denying Fox the easy way to simply just literally walk out of the throw. It is made to resemble Melee a lot more, so that's why the combo game is somewhat consistent and why it's called Project Melee. And there's more costumes overall. They won't be expecting to find other things. You also download mods in PM to get a lot more options of costumes. So now moving on to Smash 4. So in Smash 4, there's not as much as a combo game in comparison to other games. While Melee is almost necessary to combo people, Smash 4 is not that necessary. You can still combo, however, don't expect combos to lead to death or just simply putting your opponent in a really bad situation. It mostly is meant to rack up percentage and then prepare for a kill move. In Smash 4, we have the largest character roster, and I'm not sure how many characters there are, but there's a lot more than there is in PM and Melee. Character movesets are more diverse and tend to be less similar. And what that means is that in Melee in specific, character rosters are so similar. Fox and Falco nearly have the same moves, while their properties are changed, like how much damage it does and how much knockback it has. The way it comes out, the way the model moves is nearly identical, like in Marth and Roy, just maybe the range or distance. However, Smash 4, except for direct clone characters such as Dr. Mario, Lucina, and I forgot who else is another one. Their moves are identical again, but except with different moves properties on each. Ledge mechanics are a lot different. So if you have a really ledge-oriented game, it could be slightly different. So I know that in a Smash 4, there's a ledge snap thing where if you're in a somewhat close range to ledge, you'll snap on. That's how my brothers, he cannot snap on to the ledge because this is Melee and you cannot snap onto the ledge that easily. and it usually takes more time to kill in Smash 4 than it does in PM and Melee. So expect your percentage to rise really high. And finally, Melee. Melee is very important to have a good combo game to rack up percentage and secure kills. Moves could kill fairly easily in Smash and Melee. Blast zones are a lot less consistent, as seen here. If this was Yoshi's story, Final Destination, or any other stage, that Fox would die a long time ago. However, since this is Dreamland, he can survive a lot higher percent than he would survive on any other stages. Ledge game, again, is a lot different, although similar to PM, as in characters will get a no ledge snap and stuff like that. Invincibility timings, all sorts of different things. You're rewarded to be either defensive or really aggressive, and you can safely go off the ledge and expect to kill somebody with a well-placed fair. However, your opponent can easily retaliate to that. He's not left completely vulnerable, so don't expect for it to be free. Now take this in consideration that it is, technically speaking, the hardest of all the 3 Smash Bros. Games we had available at our disposal, so that means it is harder than PM and harder than Smash 4 because of simply how technical you can be with the game. However, at your level, so I'm assuming not wave dashing, not doing heavy tech, it is not the hardest. However, if you get to our level of the Elite 4, it can get pretty hard and technical at certain levels. And there's just so much to learn because there's a lot more bugs and inconsistencies in the game that allows us to really dissect the game. Like, I think not very long ago, at least a month ago, people learned about this thing called V-canceling. And take into account this game has been out for as long as you guys, so about 13 years?
14.
14 years old. And people are still discovering new things. So that's how much there is to learn in this game. And then we're coming down to the last point, where is that there's of all 3 games that has the smallest roster and even less viable characters, ranging to about, I think, 8 to 10 characters. However, do not let that disappoint you or say, okay, I should only play these 5 characters. You can still play a good variety of characters. However, don't expect them to do, as much as other characters are. There is a discrepancy between everyone. So, next video, I'll be recording the recovery types requested by Paul next video. See you guys then.